It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. There were plenty of highlights for him in last week's game. Nearly 500 yards through the air. It's the Ravens and the Titans. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Set for what should be a tussle here in England, the Ravens and Titans underway from London. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Cousins looking to put it up right away. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. That one a first down pickup of 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First down. Here's Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Play action now. Cousins. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Richardson off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The Ravens had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year, and they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the return will stop right around the 25.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 10 carries, 83 yards.
Brandon, we both know plenty about this game, but you don't have to be an expert to figure out that they're going to lean heavily on their ground game to try and win this week. He sits number 5 in the league so far in rushing, and when they've had success on that side of the ball, he's been at the center of it. If they want to win in this one, he's going to have to play like that and help drive them down the field.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Holding offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A give to Robinson on the option. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Richardson to throw off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Richardson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. There's a short one caught by Uzama. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now a dump off here complete. And nothing there after the catch, but he does get this down to the 43-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Micah Parsons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
On play action, Cousins. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Richardson, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here Richardson yet again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
He certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Off the play fake, Cousins. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Cousins now from the 50. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Cousins throw here, caught by Mims. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good. And that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another 1st down.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Cousins again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Cousins to throw it. Got a man, and is taken in for a Titans touchdown. Sterling Shepard, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans get a bit closer.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Ravens offense back out there.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Eluding the pressure right.
And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This taken in by Kincaid. Big strides. Look at him go.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. A first down throw for Cousins.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Fights off the defender. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're going to speed things up here. First down. Here's Cousins.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's got it. And it's a Titans touchdown. CD Lamb. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10.
Richardson to the air on first down. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Flushed out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the half.
And for the Ravens touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Shelling through the defense. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half. Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime
This was an
Report.
extremely
Coach.
one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both teams making their final adjustments. We're closing in on the second half. And for the call, let's get you back over to London, where we rejoin Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10.
Hold it ready.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. They go play action with Richardson. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
That's good. Florida Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be set.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Touchdown!
Marvin Mims
From 13 yards out.
And the Titans take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Here we go. Here we go.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Richardson off the play fake.
They'll roll him out right.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open, that's a good start for him.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, they'll run with the Wandu.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Anthony Richardson.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Slide for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A give, Singletary right side. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Now Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw there taken in by Smith. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Cousins now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kalijah Kancey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Sterling Shepard with his... of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. Typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Richardson. He'll buy some time right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Bradley, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And this will be taken at the 13.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And it'll be Titan football. A look at Sterling Shepard as he and this offense get set to go again. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing, Cousins.
Left side to Lamb.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Singletary trying the left side. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden playing to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Richardson out of the shotgun. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Option play. Here's Robinson.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on it. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
A second down throw for Cousins.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
The Titans on third down. They amazingly have not seen a fourth down yet. They've converted every time. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And now here come the Ravens. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Now a 2nd and 2. Give left side here for Nwangu.
And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to Nwangu again on first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Third and long for Richardson.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Titans are right back in this football game.
Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Well, this series could very well determine our outcome.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Cousins.
Over the middle, pulled in by Lamb.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, It may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, that's complete to Shepard. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Completes this again to Shepard. And it's a Titans touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch tomorrow.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Well, partner, here it is. They got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, they'll come up now. This is second and long. Richardson. That's caught by Palmer. And the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now 2nd and 4. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's 1st down. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And with that, they're down to one remaining here in the second half. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro. This from 51 yards for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
So what a finish here. They maneuver to the outskirts of his range, Charles. He steps up, drills it from long distance.
That was no gimme. I like that expression, outskirts of his range. Look, the kickers that I've met, all they want is a chance. And I think he knew this one was good the second it left his foot.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check that, street, track is 60. Hey, track. 60 Maverick.
One last shot for Richardson.
Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Titans, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.